Yeah, hi there, and welcome back, and let us continue with our lesson. And today we are going to learn about the list adapter for the diff-util. So let us go and implement. So first of all, I'll just go and copy my tax adapter, and I'll just copy and paste it over here and create a tax adapter dot, and I will call it as a tax adapter and list tax list adapter. So let me call it as a tax list adapter because we are going to implement a list adapter. That should be fine. Let me add it. So we have a tax list adapter, and I will so first of all, let us go and create the class that we need. So let me minimize all of this, and let's go to the bottom, and over here we have implemented over here as the tax diff-util, and this has implemented the, if you see, this extends the class diff-util dot the callback. So over here what we will make use of diff-util dot item callback. So I will make use of the item callback over here, and it takes the generic type. So the generic type, I have to pass the tax entity that we will pass over here. Let me remove all of this implementation, and I will implement the member over here. So there is just two, and just implement that one. Okay, so we have the R items the same, and I think you should be familiar already with the R items the same, and also we have the R contents the same. So on R contents the same, I will just return the old item, which is of equals to new item, because it's just a tax entity which is of single content. And over here we will return over here, which is of old item dot the ID. We will check because we have to check the unique ID over here on the R item the same. So new items dot the ID. So we just check over here and return. So our tax diff-util, or we can just you can just give any name. So I can leave it as, and later I will change it if I need it. And on the top I will remove this because I'm not going to use it. So I'll remove the constructor parameter from here because we are not going to use it. And instead of the recycle view adapter over here, I will make use or the extend the list adapter. So you can see the list adapter, which comes from the Android X.recycleView.widget, and it takes the generic type, which has a 2 parameter, right? So the first generic type, it takes the T. So T, which is as of the tax adapter or the tax entity. So just copy this and paste it over here, the tax entity, and tax entity dot the tax list adapter dot the view holder. And in the constructor I need to pass the item callback, the diff-util dot item callback over there. And here I don't have to provide the constructor parameter, and I think I can remove that one. So I can remove the constructor parameter from here. So we are not going to provide the constructor parameter for this one. So tax diff-util, I can call this tax diff-util item callback. So let me give a name as a tax diff-util item callback, and I will go and pass that to the constructor for the list adapter and initialize this tax diff-util item callback class over here. Okay, so we have that one, and now on the get item count, what I have to return is the, which is of equals to, I can just set the current list. So I can just make use of the current list over here, but on the previously I had to make use of the string list differ because we had created the NMS class over here. And for that I have this size, right? So I can get this size, and over here I can just get the current list at the position, and here we have one more. So I can remove this one now. So I'm not going to use it anymore. So I can remove this one. Just remove that one too. and that should be fine. So our tax the list adapter is ready. And now what we will do is we will go back to our the home fragment, and I will comment out, let me duplicate this line first, and let me comment out this one, and we will make sure the task list adapter. Just get the class, and I can remove the constructor because I'm not going to pass anything over there, and go to the home fragment, and I will change this particular variable name and also this one, and I have to import this task list adapter. Okay, so we have a task list adapter. Now I can comment out this one, and the task list adapter I need to initialize over here. So task list adapter, which is of equals to, I can just say a task list adapter. We don't have to provide any constructor parameter, and then since this adapter is initialized, I can just copy and paste it over here. And then finally I have over here, so I can just update it. Instead of set detail, I need to dot not this set, I think it need to be of the submit list, because we don't have that. If you go to this particular task, we don't have that function already, we have already removed it. So if you check over here, the task adapter has the built-in function which is of submit list, and I can pass it over the list over here, IT. That's great. So if you go to the submit list, you can see that submits a new list to be diff and display. If the list is already being displayed, a diff will be computed on the background thread. So everything is done in the background thread. And similarly, if we were using the task adapter async list, it was also, you can see the async list defer. You can see that it was also doing the submit list. So if you go to the submit list, is also pass the new list to the adapter helper. Adapter will update and compute in the background thread. So it's quite similar, like it's working quite similarly. So the async list adapter list pass the new list to the adapter helper, and it's also doing in the background thread. And the main thing that we can do over to the, let's go over here, and if you want to take a look on the class of the list adapter, you can just click over here and go to the list adapter class. So you can see, let's go to the top and let's see what it says. The recycle view adapter base class for representing the list data in a recycle view. It includes the computing difference between the list on the background thread. So it's also it actually make use of the recycle view dot adapter in a background. So all of these are the, actually if you say the list adapter make use of the recycle view dot adapter. The class is a convenience wrapper around the async list defer. So you can see previously we have worked with the async list defer. Now it says that this class is a convenience wrapper around the async list defer that implements the adapter common or default behavior for the inner item access and counting. So everything we have learned. So we have a list adapter, we have make use of the async list defer. So that's great, right? So you can just go and study, or you can just do some research about it if you want to make use, or if you want to study some more things about it. But the best difference about the async list defer is that and the async list defer differs from the diff util is that it does everything in the background thread. And also you can see that this class, which is the list adapter, is this class is the wrapper around the async list defer. So the list adapter comes after the async list adapter. So you can say that there is a diff util, and after diff util we have a async list defer, and after async list defer the third stage is of the list adapter, because it's the wrapper around the list async list defer class. So that's all, and I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and we will come up with some of the more interesting topic in our coming lecture. So till then, stay tuned, and we will meet up in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.